Homeschool parents are eligible for Barnes & Noble's teacher discount of 20% off of books and toys to be used in the classroom. There are monthly teacher appreciation days where that bumps up to 25%. You're also eligible for discount snacks at the Barnes & Noble Cafe. But you cannot use your membership to get 15% off of Starbucks drinks. That's still a pretty awesome deal, so make sure you take advantage of it, especially before Christmas time. Homeschoolers get Apple Education pricing for qualified purchases, including laptops, iPads, and software. Many libraries limit most families to about 20 to 50 books that they can check out at any time. But teachers, including homeschool parents, can check out up to 180 books at my local library. So make sure you ask how many books you can check out as an educator or homeschooler at your local library. This is a great way to build a homeschool classroom library and not have the need to take your books back every week. Homeschoolers can get great deals on educational products like Mel Science Kits. Teachers and schools can get science kits like our sponsor of today, Mel Science, for cheaper if they order in bulk. And today, just because you're my viewer, whether you're a homeschooler or not, you're going to get a special offer from Mel Science too. Mel Science has over 100 science kits to choose from, so whether your child is interested in coding, chemistry, art, math, rocket ships, or hydraulics, there's a kit they will love. There are multiple experiments in each kit, and they have something for children to teens. My kids love that they can do most of the experiments independently with a little bit of guidance from me. Plus, I feel better knowing that they're not just learning science in theory and workbooks, they're actually being prepared for the society of the future, which requires grit and experimentation. Mel Science sent us a lot of kits, and after using them for the past few months consistently, I can genuinely say my kids feel like real scientists and problem solvers. Sometimes kids can doubt themselves and engage in negative self-talk, and I have noticed that by doing some sort of challenging activity where there is a problem to overcome and consistently seeing that after some work they can be successful really helps with that. They're really developing a growth mindset, and I absolutely love that by getting this consistent monthly subscription, my children think that science, technology, engineering, and math is fun instead of hard or boring. We talk a lot about how it's important for children to see people who look like them doing science and such, but it is equally as important to make sure our children are actually doing it themselves. So, subscribe to Mel Science using my code and get 50% off of your first month.
Nice! How do you feel working through it? It took how many attempts? 3, 2, and you got it on the 3rd attempt. That's not bad!
Check out the link in the description box below to get your special offer from Mel Science. Most states have federal credit unions specifically for educators and people who work at schools. Anyone who works at a school. What are the benefits of a federal credit union? They are tremendous. You get better rates on home loans, car loans, personal loans, and more. Many educators wouldn't even be able to purchase homes if it wasn't for credit unions. Many of these credit unions give out loans specifically to educators. Most of the time, these funds are to be spent on educational purposes. For example, if you get $1,000, think about what you could do. Maybe now you can put your child in those gymnastic lessons or ballet lessons or guitar lessons and pay it out over 9 to 12 months. Some are 0% APR, others are just very, very low. For example, one that I looked at gives teachers up to $1,000 to spend on classroom supplies each year with 0 APR. That's 0 interest for the entire year. Another gives teachers up to $2,500 a year to purchase electronic items for their classroom like laptops. That means you could purchase your iPads and laptops for your own children at 0% APR, and you're much more likely to get approved from a credit union than you are with any credit card or big bank. That's the same for home and personal loans. Depending on the credit union, they extend this offer to people who support the educational system, including homeschoolers. Make sure that when you're looking into educational federal credit unions in your state, you're looking to see how you can qualify and not just writing off that you don't qualify. For example, in Maryland, there's one educational credit union that says that you can join if you were ever a member of a public school in that area. And if there's no way for you to qualify, you can pay a $15 a year yearly fee as a supporter of education in that state and join the credit union. Here in Southern California, one of the credit unions is called Schools First Federal Credit Union. At Schools First, like many other credit unions, you can even be a contractor that the school has hired. A good example of this would be a Playworks employee. Make sure that you are checking out the fine print because there are many ways for you as a homeschool parent to qualify for this. Because you do homeschool, you have the knowledge, expertise, and time to help out the local school district in your area. The credit unions want to award people who are helping educate all of the students in the state, not just the ones that go to specific schools. So check around and see exactly what are the requirements and ask, how can I qualify for this? Remember, not every employee supports homeschooling or even knows that you can qualify for some things, so definitely call back a few times if you have issues. Just keep in mind the mission and spirit of whatever credit union you're looking into, and if you feel like you should be a member there, definitely go in and have a talk with them. Educators get 20% off of Adidas. You can be verified as an educator online or in person. It might be easier in person, especially if your state gives you an educator card. It might be a little bit more difficult if your state does not give you an educator's card for that, or if you don't have a private school affidavit. If this has been helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up, check out our sponsor, and share this video with someone who could really use it. Bye-bye.